recordings. Thanks for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Alright, going to The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland. The psychedelic thing came in for obvious reasons. That's pretty much what it is. Some of these have been coming up in the webinars, so I haven't really dived into any Wizard of Oz or any of that, so we'll see what we receive from that. But yeah, it's different, obviously, in different interpretations. So, like the author of Wizard of Oz, I think it's Baum, something like that. I get like a Illuminati connection in previous lifetimes. Maybe not always of the most positive. Like he was, the Wizard of Oz, like he was the problem at one time. And then in this world, in this timeline, he became more positive. He brought more of his positive, just like a nobody that all of a sudden has a bestseller and things like that. So he's connected to something. And it has all these hidden meanings, and I believe there's a lot of Masonic stuff there. I believe there's something there. And it can be used in different different ways, of course. And we're going to what we pick up on that. It just, it's like Oz is, in the higher dimensions, in the astral form of, you can say it's very cryptic, like a cryptic reality. When you want to bring something here, you have to code it with energy and bring it to this world, so it can't be identified that easily. So it's kind of like a Oz reality. It doesn't necessarily have the green, or that's from the movie, but it doesn't mean it has to have like an Oz reality, you can say. It's just where they bring cryptic information to our reality. And there's a lot of things hidden here, subliminal stuff, things like that. It's like a part of Astral that's because a lot of stuff is cryptic, and there's obviously a lot more. And Alice in Wonderland is also like a release of you can say information through drugs. There's more to it than that, but there's a lot of symbolism in both of them. Let's put it that way. That's the thing about Wizard of Oz varies. It just feels like Masonic. I don't know if there's any Masonic stuff in it. I imagine there is somewhere. I did a little bit of research on it, but I feel the Masonic energies there. Let's put it that way. Not so much of Alice in Wonderland a little bit, but more Alice in Wonderland. Fucking the creators of. Yeah. He would do good in our day of time. I don't think he'll survive very long, actually. Alright, well, it's been a long day, so we'll do what we can here. At least be something different. Let's put it that way. Probably bring in Merlin. Okay, this is IBisHard.com. We have private sessions. We have a scheduler. We're on our channel. Google Hands, Zoom, and channel by phone. I'm still answering partial questions still. I think I'm on the 31st for some people, and I think I'm on the 6th, June 6th on others. I'm trying to catch up, but it just gets overwhelming sometimes. Same situation here. Other channels and heroes I do recommend. Social network. Alice in Wonderland. The rabbit and the dating site, and I had some profile adjustments on there now. I don't know if anybody uses them, but either way, it's still in its infancy. So, all right, thank you those who thanks for the support, and thanks for taking time, of course. Okay, all right, we're going to. We kind of did Merlin last time. It opened up some stuff, but we'll go into other energies also. So, blessings, here we go. Greetings, this is Merlin from Agartha. Greetings to you, yes, wizard, magician, energies. Greetings. Yes, your Wizard of Oz, yes, is connected to higher dimensions. Of course. It is a message to Earth. It is there to set the stage. Notice how the movie is done in color. I believe the first one, or one of the first ones, that truly embraced color. Kind of like bringing color to your reality of what's to come. It was the whole movie itself was a lot of hidden messages. Some feel like they have it all figured out, but there's still another line there. It has to do with humanity growing out of certain situations. The characters in that. You're moving on from certain lessons to another. It's not seen, sometimes the cycle of learning comes to an end on certain lessons. You can say the cycle of many of the lessons there. Of course, some are still learning that, but you're also going into a new age. As you connect to those, yes, the Oz reality and the Astral is a place of different downloads. It's a download place. You store a lot of your information there, your astral information. When you incarnate here, you bring it into this reality, psychedelic energies too. A lot of it goes into paintings, art. Sometimes it goes into writings, whatever it might be. Alice in Wonderland, yes, is another cryptic energy. Some of it's releasing negativity, and some of it's bringing it on. It's also showing you who's kind of running the scenes. But yes, there is a Red Queen, or was it the Queen of Hearts? Yes, or the Red Queen, on different realities where there are psychedelic realities that are. Yes, you open up one door, you find yourself in another, and you have to drink this potion to end up being this size or that size or look like somebody else. The Wizard of Oz is a little bit more tame. For some, Wizard of Oz takes you deeper into your soul. It has deep meanings to it, but are not always seen, not always understood. So yes, they bring it to children to help the adults even understand it. Without an adult, so sometimes you tell an adult one thing, you just don't want to listen. But if you go from a kid's point of view, it's easier to understand it. It draws it out. It's a little bit more to digest. Even if most adults aren't going to look into the hidden meanings of it, what for? But some of you have incarnated as the characters in that story to figure things out. You go into a Wizard of Oz Wonderland, and then the Wizard of Oz reality, you become a Tin Man or Alice to figure things out. I mean, you incarnate into that type of character. You can do an Astral, you can do it on other planets too. I don't call her Dorothy on other realities, but there are something similar to that, but it's a lot more vast. That's like a small version of it, but you do incarnate into worlds to figure things out, just like here. But some worlds you need, a different environment to learn. This is not the easiest environment to learn, as many have realized. It's a harder one to figure things out. In this world, it's like you're looking at a textbook, and you're reading it, and you're reading it, and you still don't understand what the hell it's about. You read it like 5 times, you still don't understand it. That's this world. As not everything is going to be that clear. So the reason why you have a Wizard of Oz is to make things a little bit easier for you to figure out here. So you're part of that world somewhere else, as some of you have connected to, visited, fly by a ship and look at it, whatever it might be, or lived it in some shape or form. Realize the story is a small part of a vaster reality. Some worlds are easier to figure out. Sort of. So it's like, wow, I figured out those lessons on that planet, but I'm here, I can't figure them out here. It's like you want to perfect yourself, so you bring these children books here to master it on this world? Say I learned that lesson on that planet. Can I learn it on this planet? Answer is usually no, depending on what it is. But you bring knowledge from another planet into here, Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz. It makes things a little bit more. It decodes your reality here. Makes it a little bit easier sometimes. So that's why these things exist. Pieces of the puzzle for you to heal the riddle of this world. So you might have figured out on other planets, romance for that matter. I got it all figured out. I come to this world, I don't know anything. Who the hell am I? You want to know yourself here. So it takes away the easy of existence. It makes things very much more complicated. Yes, you come from a family that's not easy to get along with, family you can't talk with. Now you know who the hell you are. So yeah, you just strip down the easiness from other realities to go deeper into yourself. This is all about going deeper into yourself. That's what this place is all about. So you go, as many positive people go deeper and find a negative side of themselves they haven't even realized was even there. Not many worlds go this deep. This one definitely does. And the difficulty here is that you feel the vibrations of other people, which makes you finding yourself even harder, as many are connected to the hive minds. You know, your friends, family watch the news, so they pull you into that reality, for example, or education. It's like if you go outside that real education, you're pretty much screwed, right? Always the education of thinking for yourself. There's different hive minds here that try to keep you controlled, as you can see. It's up to you to find your individual. It's finding your individuality. Easier said than done, isn't it? As everybody wants to suck you into their agenda and make you lost. And so you gotta incarnate again and again and again. Well, once you get lost, it's kind of hard to find yourself, depending on the person and situation. Some don't know that they're lost and just go to work, get the relationship, and do it over and over and over again. Happy or not, it doesn't matter. Society's accepted them. Mission accomplished, sort of, right? But you feel unfulfilled, but you don't understand what that means. Sometimes you need to remove the job, remove the relationship, and then find yourself. Yes. So, blessings. Greetings. We are the Astral Collective. We are the Zetas. We are Zetas from Astral, basically. So, yes, your Wizard of Oz, Oz World, Oz Realities. There's several of them. Every dimension has a version of it, of hidden meanings. A book. You can actually have a book on a planet, a giant one, just sitting there, open. You can go into that vibration and figure things out, maybe, if you're lucky. Sometimes you need an actual book, physically. Now, you have ones you can hold, but there's others where it's so big, you have to consume it, is to go into it. To go into it is to experience that reality, yes. Depends on the world you're on. Actually, Arcturians, it's kind of like going into virtual reality, as you would call it here. But virtual reality is not really explaining a lot. It is, well, in some ways it is. Yes, your reality is a game within a game, is a reality within a game, with a reality within a reality within a reality. And as many of you are realizing that slowly, and many more, basically, so you can heal a soul lesson here. Your alien realities are very much alive. You can connect to them through your own energy field and bring them here into your. Yes, you can even, if you're successful, bring your alien. Well, some of you already do bring alien energies in here. As why certain people are at certain situations when they see a sighting, because they're involved with it. They brought that into their reality. So you summon it in different ways. You don't have to do a meditation to do so. It is possible. Not forcing it helps. Your Alice in Wonderland, realize there's a lot of cryptic energies connected to governments also from other worlds. Your Wizard of Oz is a little bit more, yes, deep. But your Alice in Wonderland is a little bit more of cryptic governments on other realities that are connecting to yours. Meaning that there's a hidden meaning about other worlds that are like, yes, we want to call it the Red Queen too. The Queen of Hearts. She has her own planet at this time. So she inserted herself into that story. And you have a rabbit who is kind of nervous. Well, yes, rabbits. Well, because some of them are timekeepers. Some of them are time travelers. Your Alice is a feminine innocence. This is a feminine world. Here to discover herself. All the weirdness that she's going to meet. Get younger kids to understand the strangers that they're going to run into, the things that don't make any sense. It doesn't always have to make sense. You might see it from your point of view, everything, but nothing, no one has truly figured out this world, have they? Yes, they might talk and talk and talk, but there's still more there to decipher. We don't call them traps, but you can get trapped. The conspiracy theories is, for some, is a dead end. For others, you have found other ways around it to find more of your galactic connections, leaving the third dimension in a higher way. That's why some are having difficulties. Many of you incarnate, yes, as a fourth dimensional being. Some fifth, but most of you that have been awakened or were already in the fourth dimension their whole lives. That's what, because you always felt disconnected from this world, because you're always connected to a different reality. You're always aware of it. So these books, these Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland, it's kind of like to put you in your place here, make it a little bit easier here, help set you on your path. For some, it is mostly for those in the third dimension to figure themselves out. Those of you that are in the fourth dimension idea system, you do see it much different. Like you would see Wizard of Oz and go into that reality, go into that world and see much more there to offer. Yes, go talk to the wizard, incarnate. You can do it astrally. Be the characters in that story if you wish, and you can do the same thing. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland has many cryptic energies from your universe. Major ones. Yes, it is popular. It is easy to distribute for a reason. There's so much cryptic energy within that you might see, the rabbit, and see much more as it takes you somewhere else in your dream state. And maybe a psychedelic dream state, depending. Sometimes psychedelic energy just takes you more into the astral realms. Doesn't mean you have to take psychedelics, but some are so stiffened by the third dimension reality, it's hard for them to see a different one. So lucid dream energies will get stronger here. Yes, it's basically, these stories are here to let you go. Let go of the third dimension. Actually, for some of you, these stories are activators into other realms. They're just a preview of what's out there. Those are astral connections. Yes. Alice in Wonderland is more of that because it's so fluid. It's all over the place. It doesn't mean you have to take drugs. For some, they do it all the time. And then they bring it into this reality. But the drug is also to take others, their normal humans, into the fourth dimension. Some of you have already been in that reality already, as you know. So taking a substance doesn't really help. It might make it worse, where you see it even more, and you're still stuck in this reality. So, yes, it's a cryptic energies to these. Yes, these stories are here. Yes, to unlock you from the third dimension. Cartoons are here to unlock you from the third dimension. All is cartoon because it's easier to just. Yes, anything that's a cartoon reality, your comics, yes, your all of this Tom and Jerry, whatever, it's unlock you from the third dimension. That's why children are so easy to connect to it, is because they're used to the fourth and fifth dimensions looking, outlandish realities. So you give a kid cartoons when they grow up, because they're used to those different higher dimensional worlds. So it helps them live in this one. That simple. Not always easily seen. Blessings. Greetings. I am Ray from the 100,000th dimension. You have leaders of this planet from the higher realms. They're not of ego, but they do run the rules of your Earth. Your home humans have submitted to it, as you can see. Most have. Some of you broke free. You know who you are. So we are actually here for a timeline. Realize, yes, your next month, yes, is a new beginning for your Earth. As many portal energies have been brought in for a transition. Not a major one, but much to come. Some of you calm before the storm. Yes, you've dealt with some storms. It's basically media manipulation from your reality. Media manipulation comes from AI realities. I find it puzzling how easy it is to program a society just like a robot. You are a biological human, a organic material, easy to program like a robot in other realms of society or worlds. Of their other realms of their society. They find it unique how the humans here program machines and stuff, think they have control, but yet the humans here are actually programmed by AIs from higher realms and don't even realize it. Now some of you have seen it, put a stop to it. Most society no. It's nice to look above or beyond your reality state. It's not so easy, but that's kind of the idea. Be surprised how the roadmap of your world does come from an AI computer machine, very advanced. It looks at your world as not looking down on it, but educational for them. I realize, of course, there are organic energies there too. They kind of work together, but the AI is very smitten with your planet. And you'd be surprised how other robots, young ones, teenagers, can program your world, and it does exactly what it tells them to do. Just as you would do, program a remote control car. You think you're really smart by doing it, and yes, you are. But if you go into the higher realms, you see robots program your society. How easy is that? You see it already, and they're in disbelief, of course, if they hear this. They don't realize how it's entertainment for them. They're not judging or anything like that. It's amazing how easy it is to program a society like this. They see your reptilians. They have fondness of all your alien beings here. Yes, there's another energy here, though. Hopefully, it's helpful in your understanding of society. There's always another layer that's looking at your world. Which layer do you see? Which one are you connected to that made this place so inspiring to come to? It's like, I want to come and get programmed by that world. Sure, what the hell? And then after your life's like, whoa. No more of that. There's a certain high to be programmed. As some of you don't like it anymore, but some society citizens do like it. Well, it's called normalcy. They like that energy of feeling normal, but many of you know that that's all control, and you will step out of it. It's that simple. And we are getting message from other realities before we're even leaving. We were going to leave. Your yes, your space stories, your the Flash Gordon realities, or realities. Aliens in space. Yeah, a lot of them are fighting for your world at this time. They see your society being programmed by alien entities. It's like there's an alien entity programming your world, but they always know there's somebody else getting the orders from somewhere else. Where the hell's that coming from? But either way, your secret space program, your alien program, goes beyond your reality of thinking. So Flash Gordon being on your world is kind of give you an idea of who's trying to help your planet. It might seem as a goofy television show is kind of the idea. But he's very much alive. All that's real. It's Star Wars. It's not... Yes, that's idea of technologies and spirituality to give you a different look or idea system. But your Flash Gordon is actually more ingrained into your planet than you might realize. Yes, they don't walk around the goofy costumes. That's your world doing that, but you need something to get your attention. You don't walk around looking like that. At least Flash Gordon doesn't. I guess it depends on what reality you're connected to. Some realities, Flash Gordon is a female, yes. But either way, it shows that alien forces are assisting your world at this time. Once again, it's all in how you look at things. Yes, it might look like insignificant here, but it's actually giving you messages who assist your reality. This is part of growing up into the higher understanding. Might seem crazy, but as many of you are developing, crazy is normal. And your third dimensional human's going to find their lives very dull. It's like, who needs sports when you can go out in space and deal with all that? It's ideas to help humanity think a little bit differently from the third dimensional ways. Allow 5D ideas to come in, so they actually want the aliens to show up as more of your society wants to change. They might not ready for an alien to appear, but they allow it more into your society of maybe this stuff is not so fiction after all. Yes, they dress up in your Comic Cons, so they kind of give it a clue who the hell they are, aren't they? Some dress up like Spider-Man because they have been Spider-Mans from other worlds. Star Wars, same deal. Star Wars are called something else. They're not called Star Wars, but you know, there is a Luke Skywalker out there somewhere, yes. Defending another world, but he's a hero on your planet. Yeah, you're bringing that knowledge here to help awaken your world. You know, you're taking someone else's mythology, it's not yours, to help you awaken. Some of the ships are very similar to the ones outside your planet, yes. Help you with spirituality. It just gives you a tidbit of spirituality, just a little bit. Of course, there's a whole galaxy of Star Wars ideas, but it gives you a little bit of the mythos of space wizards, yes. Just little things here and there. As you put it together, were you a space wizard? Many of you have been. Some of you, yes, come from Pluto. A lot of them are on Pluto. A lot of them are on Mars, but most are on Pluto. And that's another reason why Pluto no longer exists. Uncompliant wizards. Similar to Star Wars, yes, a planet that went away. So, yes, it might seem like fiction right now, but as you connect more, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's hard to see the Earth from a third dimensional point of view, but when you tap into a fourth dimensional point of view, it all makes sense, doesn't it? Well, some of it. There's a lot to take in. A great deal. A great deal. So those are trying to figure out fourth dimension ideas and third dimension point of view, good luck with that. They'll just get lost. Dead end. I'm trying to use my third dimensional mind to third dimension this fourth dimension reality. It doesn't work. Well, if you connect more to the fourth dimension, you open your mind up to all of that, everything makes sense. Yes, you might seem, as I say, a crazy person, but that's the real world. That's the real universe. This is why the universe hasn't opened up to your planet, because your planet's not taking it seriously. They're still in the sandbox. Many of you have moved out of that. So, blessings to you on your journeys of soul expansion. Yes, welcome to the higher realms of, yes, wonderment. Blessings.